Assalamualaikum everyone. I hope everyone is well. So I have opened a new channel in order to produce educational content for students. So the primary objective to create this channel was to produce content that enables students to think critically. You will find plenty of contents available online that are educational, like you'll find courses in Coursera, Udemy, etc. But that's not the primary purpose of my channel. My channel is primarily aimed at how you can think critically with the thought process. So I'll show my thought process, how I go on about solving, whether it's theoretical problems or real life problems. So let me give you an example. So if I go to Google and search mathematics Edexcel curriculum question bank, and I go to this link, physics and math tutor, if I open it up in a new tab and I open up a topic, let's say grade 8 to 9. So if I open this topic, completing the square QP. So as you can see, there are a lot of problems here, mathematical problems. So normally what teachers would do here is they would teach you how to solve these problems, or they'll teach the method, but they'll not teach how to think. For example, let me give one example. Let's say this question: for all values of x, this equation, for all values of x, I have to find the value of p and the value of q. So if I open up my notebook, OneNote, and let's name this test. Okay, so I want to draw the equations. So if I go to this equation, let's say x square plus 6s minus 2. Let's draw this with the pen tool. X square plus 6x minus 2 is equal to x plus is equal to x plus p whole square plus q. So this is the equation provided. So I have to find the value of p and q. So what I will do, or my aim, is to show my thought process on how I approach to solving a problem, whether it's a theoretical mathematical problem or a practical mathematical problem, whatever the problem is. I'll show you how I think about solving any problem, and hopefully it will enable you to figure out your thought process of how you solve your problem. So when I see this equation first hand, when I see this one, the first thing that comes to my mind is I have to find the values of what? P and Q for all values of x. So any value of x is accepted. So the first thing that comes to my mind is expand this with the formula a plus b whole square, which you know that a plus b whole square is a square plus twice ab plus b square. Common algebraic formula, right? So let me write this formula. Now if I expand this formula, x square plus twice x p plus p square and the additional plus q. Now I expanded this formula because I want to match this expression with this expression and match the corresponding terms. For example, the x square term here and the x square term here. So as you can see, they both have 1 as a coefficient. And if you look at x and you look at x, it has different value. This has 6 and it has twice p here, right? And for this portion, minus 2, it has this portion p square plus q. So I can cut off this portion, and I can see that twice p, or 6, on the left hand side there is 6, and on the right hand side there is twice p. So for x, for coefficient of x, so if I equal this two left hand side and right hand side portion, I can find what? P is 3, right? So I already get the value of p, which is 3. So if I match this portion, this portion and this portion, so minus 2 is p square plus q. So I already know the value of p because I figured out p. So I can write 3 square plus q, which is 9 plus q. Okay. So I can now get the value of q, which is what? Minus 2 minus, if I turn it here, minus 9, which is minus 11. Minus 11, or maybe write it like this, minus 11. So the p, for the value of p, it's 3, and for the value of q, it's minus 11. So I have figured out the value of p and q. So what I wanted to show here is how I think of it. So when I first saw this expression and this expression of this equation, the first thing that comes to my mind is how I can equate this portion of the equation with this portion of the equation. That's why I expanded this formula in order to equate this portion of the equation with this portion of the equation. Like x square's coefficient, x's coefficient, and the constant part. So this is how I went on about this of solving this problem. So this is how I approach it. So I hope it helps you to broaden your thought process on how you can solve problems when you see it firsthand. So this is what I wanted to cover in this video, this introductory video. So I hope you like this video. So I hope you like and subscribe to my video. So thank you for watching.